you. Thanks ever so much for checking out the Purposeful Provision Conference page. So I'm coming to Belfast in May 2024. It's going to be exciting. If you don't know me, well, you've been missing out. My name is James and I run Nursery Nook, and I've been doing lots of work in Northern Ireland over the last couple of years to help schools and settings elevate their practice and their provision to make it truly purposeful for their learners. Now, it's been quite a journey and quite a lot of settings have had to make some significant changes, but it has been paying dividends. So, through lots of conversations with those principals and those setting managers, what's coming up time and time again is a lack of understanding about the step-by-step processes that you can follow in order to achieve purposeful provision, to really implement provision as part of your everyday practice. So, that's where the Stormont conference comes in May 2024. I'm going to be on stage from 9:30 till 4:30 talking to you, bringing guests on board on the stage, talking at you as well. We're going to be doing lots of work following a step-by-step blueprint, if you will, of how to implement a purposeful provision approach in your setting. You will leave at the end of the day with a clear understanding of how to do what and when. Now, we start off the day by exploring about what makes you unique. So we're thinking about your individual culture, we're thinking about your individual quirks and potentially even individual challenges that impact the kind of resources that you might provide to your children. We're going to think about your curriculum, the specific things that you're baking in that make you unique, but also the general things that all children in Northern Ireland need to learn about. We're going to talk about the difference between continuous and enhanced provision, the kinds of things that you would establish in your continuous provision, as well as how you are going to enhance it and why. What does the process look like? How do we introduce children to new exciting resources? But how are we mindful about making sure that's appropriate for children? We're going to delve really deep into schematic play here. We're also going to be thinking very carefully about what we as educators want children to be learning and how we can make it fit into our approach, if for want of a better word, really. Finally, we're going to be thinking about the role of the adults around us. So the different people within your team, how do we get them to make a step up? How do we get them to interact more appropriately? It's a jam-packed day. You will leave at the end of the day feeling energized but also exhausted because there's just so much going on. It's a really interesting approach I've taken as well. This time we're going to be filming it, so if you want to access that afterwards you can do. Depending on which tickets you buy, you might have to buy the recording afterwards, but some tickets have that as part of the deal, so you can come along as a leader or a practitioner and take the recording back, show the people in your setting, and they can watch it as many times as necessary to fully embed this approach. I made the tickets as affordable as possible, but if you've got any issues, please do reach out to me. You can spread the cost because I do appreciate budgets are very tight at the moment, but spreading, perhaps even over 2 different tax years, might be the best approach for you. I'm here if you've got any questions, otherwise I cannot wait to see you in May.